Girl, the streets just linked Diddy's mom, Janice Combs, to Diddy's freak-offs as well as his shenanigans. And social media is on fire. There has been a lot of speculation over the years that Diddy didn't just learn how to be freaky on his own. And now that fans have uncovered some sort of proof that Janice was involved, well, let's just say that things are getting seriously heated. Y'all want to know what the wild part about this is? It's that some of this evidence goes way back to when Diddy was just a kid. And not just a kid, a 4-year-old child. But that's not all, because word on the streets is that there was some sort of satanic stuff allegedly going on with Janice. And allegedly Diddy might have been an altar for the satanic stuff that Janice was allegedly involved in. So does this mean that Diddy's bad behavior is all spiritual as a result of Janice allegedly screwing him up? Or is Diddy just a mean guy? Let's break this down. Okay, so if you've been following Diddy's story, then you already know that he was raised by Janice as a single mom. His dad, Melvin Combs, was an associate of Frank Lucas. Yes, the Frank Lucas, one of the most infamous crime lords in history, who inspired the movie American Gangster. Melvin was eventually unalived when Diddy was only 3, and he was raised by Janice. Now, Janice has always claimed that she worked multiple jobs at the same time to provide for Diddy and his sister, Keisha. According to her, she worked as a teaching assistant and also moonlighted as a model on the side. But the thing is, there is no evidence of her working as a model, not a single photo shoot or runway video of her. But you do know what we have: rumors that she allegedly worked as some sort of madame, if you know what I mean. According to Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, Janice allegedly ran a ring of working girls, if you know what I mean.
But the apple don't fall far from the tree, man. You got to realize that. You know, he didn't get all this from his daddy, because he didn't know his daddy, even though they try to say his daddy was some big time deal in the whole 9 yards. You understand? He didn't get this from his daddy. You got to realize, man, you know, his mother had a modeling agency, and it was alleged that it was also ladies of the night, a prostitution ring too, or these ladies was doing things other than modeling. So the apple don't fall far from the tree.
This also kind of aligns with reports from some people who knew Diddy back in the day. According to Tim Dog Patterson, a former music producer who was once part of the Bad Boy Records team, there's a whole other side to Diddy that most people have never seen. Before leaving the music industry behind, Tim worked closely with Diddy, and their history goes way back. See, the two grew up together in Mount Vernon after Diddy's father passed away, and according to Tim, there's a lot about Diddy's past that never made it to the spotlight. He recently opened up about their early days and shared some surprising insights that paint a very different picture. According to reports, when Patterson was a child a few years older than Combs, he and his mother moved into the bottom floor of Combs' house. Patterson and other childhood friends, Lee Davis and Rich Parker, described Combs and his mother, Janice Combs, as appearing better off than other families in the area. Combs went to a Catholic private school, Mount St. Michael Academy, and always had the best of everything. Patterson recalls, he was looked at as a rich kid. What makes this even more interesting is the fact that there's just no realistic way she could have pulled all that off on a teacher's assistant salary. Private school for 2 kids, that alone is pricey. Add in the upscale lifestyle people are saying she was living, and it just doesn't add up. Something in the equation isn't making sense, because the numbers definitely aren't mathing. But according to Patterson, she might have had another way of funding that lifestyle, and it wasn't from clocking in at a regular job. He claims that she used to throw some pretty wild adults only parties on the side, if you catch my drift. What's even more disturbing is that her 2 young kids were reportedly in the house while all of this was happening, exposed to things no child should ever have to see. According to reports, Patterson also remembers a chaotic upbringing in the Combs household, largely due to wild parties Janice would often throw with alcohol, pimps, and pushers, regardless of whether the kids were at home. At night, it wouldn't be a thing to mistakenly walk into one of the bedrooms and you've got a couple in there, Patterson says. That's what we were privy to. This is what we were fed. Was it desensitizing us? I'm sure it was. Were we aware of it? No, that was just Saturday night. But wait, there's more. Fans are now speculating that there was something sinister about Janice's wild parties. Word on the streets is that there was allegedly a lot of satanic activities involved at the parties, and Diddy was allegedly at the center of it. Fans are saying he was allegedly used as some sort of satanic altar for Janice's friends, and this would explain a lot. For one, Diddy seems to be closer to Janice than his sister Keisha, and fans are wondering if this is because they have a weird spiritual tie because he was allegedly used as an altar. And when I say Diddy and Janice are close, girl, their relationship is sometimes low-key creepy. No, scratch that, it's high-key creepy. I mean, it's weird enough that they kiss each other on the mouth and go to strip clubs together, but they take it one step further. In one weird video that never should have seen the light of day, Diddy made a creepy comment about how his mom could touch the floor with her palm straight down.
Shout out to my mom, call Mom Dukes.
Hi.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Ma?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too.
My baby.
Ma, freshly dipped though. Mom's a single. I ain't gonna hate on my moms. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. And she's so picky. She's so picky, they don't stand. But yeah, that'd be the funniest show in the world.
It will be. Especially with me.
I don't even want to get started if she was doing that. We're not doing that. Cause yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real. Mom do know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. Outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog. You know, I want to live life. We out here moving and grooving. So my mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know? Flat. Oh! Take pew pew pew.
Child, there's so much wrong with this video that I don't know where to start. First off, there's the part about them taking IVs for hydration and her having white nails. In Cassie's lawsuit, she revealed that Diddy always forced her to have on white nails because he liked the way it looked against the skin of the black escort. She also claimed that they got so exhausted from the freak-offs that they would often get liquid IVs to recover. She said, after freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and substance use. So yeah, it kind of seems like Diddy and Janice were recovering from a freak-off in that video. Between the IVs and the white nails and the weird inappropriate comments, it was very much giving freak-off. Oh, and Mama Combs really should have left the shiny Party City wigs in the 90s. Anywho, back to the rumors of Diddy being used as a satanic altar as a child. There have been rumors of Diddy having a certain darkness to him, and multiple people who know him in real life have spoken about this, including Al B. Sure. A couple of months ago, he claimed that Kim Porter once told him that Diddy had a dark, evil side. He said, what she did say is, look, something's not right. His soul has gone completely dark, like he's just not there. She made me promise on our son Quincy Taylor Brown's life not to ever reveal because she was in complete fear of my life. Kimberly said, don't do this, don't get involved, you will get. What's more, an anonymous former employee of Bad Boy Records claimed that the freak-offs once gave a weird satanic energy with vibes of red everywhere. He said, there ain't a Diddy party that didn't turn into a freak-off. Anytime where the studio or any rooms is red, it's red because he feel like the frequency for effing and making love and. But that's not all, because there's also the fact that he has a weird love-hate relationship with his mom. Gene Deal recently revealed that Diddy allegedly used to put paws on Janice, which lines up with how he treated women at freak-offs.
But this the same guy that Kirk Burroughs once told me he slapped his mother. And I told everybody, had I known he slapped his mother after I told Kirk Burroughs, Kirk told me after I straightened his ass out for cussing his mama out. His mother came in the limousine and he was on the phone and she said, yo, why don't you tell these people like that? And he just cussed her clean out like on some, didn't I tell you to stay out my business? And I was like, yo, I was shocked. She didn't say nothing. I said to him, I said, yo, boy, let me tell you something. If you ever cuss your mama again, I'm gonna out you. You ain't gonna bring nothing but bad luck to us treating your mama like that.
Yeah, honestly, it's not shocking how Diddy turned out. And when his bad behavior recently caught up with him, Janice immediately sprang into action and blamed fans for hating on her poor baby and accused the feds of setting him up. She wrote, many individuals who were wrongfully convicted and later exonerated had their freedom taken from them, not because they were guilty of crimes they were accused of, but because they didn't fit the image of what this society considers to be a good person. History has showed us how individuals can be wrongfully convicted due to their past actions or mistakes. The statement also said, watching the world make jokes and laugh at my son's life crumbling before our eyes is something I can never forget. It is truly agonizing to watch the world turn against my son so quickly and easily over lies and misconceptions without ever hearing his side or affording him the opportunity to present his side. These lies thrown at him are motivated by those seeking a financial gain and not justice. These individuals saw how quickly my son's civil legal team settled his ex-girlfriend's lawsuit, so they believe they can receive a quick payday by falsely accusing my son. Oh, and don't even get me started on how she faked fake illness to help Diddy get out of trouble with the feds. When rumors first started going around about how the feds were pursuing an indictment against Diddy and invited him for a talk before the official arrest, Janice mysteriously fell sick, and the only person she could have at her side was Diddy. TMZ reported that Janice Combs was rushed to the hospital on Wednesday after she complained about discomfort in her chest, according to sources close to Diddy. It's still unclear exactly what caused the pain, but we're told she's going to remain in the hospital for at least another day. Our sources say Diddy was in Miami at the time and at his mom's request went to the hospital to be by her side. We're told Janice believes the pain is related to stress over her son's legal woes, including the federal investigation and multiple civil lawsuits. She has been seen spending time with him in Miami in the months since the federal raids on his homes. For several weeks, Diddy circled the wagons and really only spent time with family members like Janice and his kids. We're told doctors are keeping her hospitalized another night for further testing and observation, and Diddy is still there with her. As the source put it, he's her comfort in this. Child, she seems like a typical boy mom, and I do not mean that in a nice way. Between her allegedly throwing freak-offs and allegedly using Diddy as a satanic altar, it's not exactly surprising how he turned out. But I want to know how y'all feel about this in the comments, and then check out this next video.